Today we will solve the question number 14 from JEE Advanced 2024 paper 1 section 4. ये क्वेश्चन है मैचिंग वाला क्वेश्चन. दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू मैच लिस्ट 1 विथ लिस्ट 2. लिस्ट 1 में 4 पार्ट है और 4 ऑप्शंस है, एंड लिस्ट 2 में 5 ऑप्शंस है. यू हैव टू मैच देम, and for each correct option you will get +3, and for wrong option you will get -1, and no answer or unanswered means 0. So there is a negative marking. So let's read the question. Let alpha beta be the distinct roots of the equation x² plus x minus 1 equals to 0. Consider this at t is equals to 1 alpha beta. So alpha beta are the roots of this equation, and a set we have having the elements 1 alpha beta. For a 3 cross 3 matrix M equals to Aij of order 3 cross 3, define Ri is equals to Ai1 plus Ai2 plus Ai3, that means row sum, and Cj is equals to Aij plus A2j plus A3j, that means column sum, for all i's and for all j's 1, 2, 3. Then we have the list 1 and list 2. So here in list 1, P is mentioned that the number of matrices M equals to Aij with all entries T such that Ri is equals to Cj is equals to 0 for all ij is. That means you have to find the number of matrices. Then in Q, the number of symmetric matrices M with all entries in T such that Cj is equals to 0 for all j. Then number of matrices, and in option number R, let M be a skew symmetric matrix such that Aij belongs to T but for I greater than j. That means like 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2. These elements are from T, otherwise from anywhere. And it is a skew symmetric matrix. Then the number of elements in this given set is, and S is, let M equals to Aij of order 3 cross 3 be a matrix with all entries in T such that Ri is equals to 0 for all I. Then absolute value of the determinant of M is. That means we need to find the value of determinant. And in list 2 there are some values: option 1, 1, 12, infinite, 6 and 0. Then options are given. Some options are given P4, Q2, like that. Question पढ़ने के बाद it is clear that the topic is algebra, and particularly from matrix and determinant. So to solve this question we need to recall some points. That firstly, if the rows or columns of a matrix are linearly dependent means one row or column can be expressed as a linear combination of the other rows. एक रो और कॉलम को अगर हम दूसरे रो और कॉलम के कॉम्बिनेशन से लिख सके, then the matrix is a singular matrix. That means determinant is 0. So if row sum or column sum is 0, then the determinant of that matrix must be 0. It will be a singular matrix. If we have a matrix which is skew symmetric of odd order, like order 3, order 5, order 7 and skew symmetric, so the determinant is equals to 0. Then third recall, if we have a system of equations which is written in the form of a matrix Ax equals to B, where X matrix indicates the variable matrix and A is the coefficient matrix. So if for this system of equation the coefficient matrix determinant is 0, then the system of equation has either no solutions or infinitely many solutions. That means the system is inconsistent. And particularly from Cramer's, if del x, del y, del z equals to 0, or if you know about rank, if rank A equals to rank of the augmented matrix AB is less than the order of A, for here say it is 3, then infinitely many solutions, otherwise no solution. So let's solve the question. So after reading all the options, you can say from list 1, check the option number S. In S, it is mentioned that the row sum is 0. And from recall, we have understand that if row sum or column sum is 0, then determinant must be 0. If you don't recall that, then also you can think that if row sum is 0, like we have A, B, C, then D, E, F, G, H, I, like that matrix, and you are using the operation like new column 1 will be column 1 plus column 2 plus column 3, and you are getting the first column as row sums and they are zeros, and whatever the other elements, if one column is 0, then determinant must be 0. So if row sum is 0, then the determinant must be 0. So we can easily understand that for S option, it must be 5. That means determinant must be 0. So let's check the options where S is 5 in this and this. That means option number A cancel, option number D also cancel. So B and C. Now check the B and C. P is 2 and Q is 4 for both the options. So we need to check only R option. So let's check the R number. It is a system of equations for a set. We have a set actually, a set of X, Y, Z, but actually we have a system of equations here. M is a skew symmetric matrix of order 3. That means odd order and skew symmetric matrix. Then determinant of M is 0. So if determinant of M is 0, then from this recall, we can say that the system of equation has either no solution or infinitely many solutions. So here already S is 0 and there is no other option left. So it must be infinitely many solutions. Still, if you have any doubt, let's write M एक skew symmetric matrix है. So, and order 3. So, all the diagonal elements must be 0. And it is mentioned that Aij, if I is greater than j, like A21, A31, A32 are from T. Okay. So, let's say A21 is A. No need to solve the given equation. This is B and this is C. Just let's take. So A21 here, A31 here, and A32 here. Since it is a skew symmetric matrix, it must be minus A, it must be minus B, and it must be minus C. Then only it is a skew symmetric matrix of order 3 cross 3. Now, it is given that M, X, Y, Z is A1, 2, 0, A minus 2, 3. So, M, X, Y, Z is equals to A1, 2, 0 minus A2, 3. So, 0 minus A minus B, A 0 minus C, B, C 0. X, Y, Z. A12. A12 means minus A, then 0, and minus A23. A23 means this, so C. So you can clearly see that this second column and this B is exactly same. So determinant of M is 0 because it is a odd ordered skew symmetric matrix. And if I want to find del X, that means determinant of minus A, 0, C, minus A 0 C minus B minus C 0. Then two columns are same, so det 0. Then del y is we have to just replace this second column with the B matrix, so both are same, so I can directly write it as M, that M, so which must be 0. And if I find del Z, then 0 A B minus A 0 C, and now we have to replace the third column, so again minus A 0 C, so it is also 0. So all the dates, del determinant of M, del X, del Y, del Z, all are 0. So it is clear that the system of equation has infinitely many solutions. So value of X, Y, Z. So value of X, Y, Z must be infinite. So R must be the option number 3. So it is clear that R must be option number 3. So it is clear that option C is correct, not option B. So without solving P and Q, we can find, even if we recall this, even if we memorize or recall these points, then also we can solve the question. अगर आपको ये वाला पता है कि sum of the rows 0 होता है, 0 हो तो determinant 0 होता है, so you can discard A and D. And then if you know that the skew, if we have a odd order skew symmetric matrix, then uska determinant 0 hota hai. So if del 0, then it has either no solution or infinitely many solution, and no solution wala option already chala gaya, so it must be infinite. So without solving the question, you can find the option number C will be correct. Now if you want to know about P and Q, why it is 2 and 4, let's solve that part also. So to know that, firstly we have to check this equation. X square plus x minus 1 is equals to 0, which have two roots, alpha and beta. So alpha plus beta will be minus 1, which is minus b by a, that means minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, which is minus 1. So now, so T has the elements 1, alpha and beta, and we know that 1 plus alpha plus beta is equals to 0. We have to make a matrix M such that 3 cross 3 matrix such that the row sum and column sum are 0. So like 1 alpha beta, since column is also, so we need to write alpha beta 1 and beta 1 alpha, like that. So to make this type of matrix, how many matrix is possible such that the row sum is 0 and also the column sum is 0? So first place, this first place can be filled in 3 ways, either 1 or alpha or beta, so 3. And after filling this place, we can fill this place in 2 ways, either alpha or beta, so into 2, and then the third place only 1 way. Then after completing the first row, first wala place fill ho gaya, then second column can be this, can be this, so there are 2 ways, so into 2. So agar row sum is 0 and column sum is 0, then how to fill all the elements? In this ways, that means 3 into 2 into 2, so 12. So for P, that means row sum and column sum both are 0, then there are only 12 possible matrices. And for Q, if only column sum 0, but it is a symmetric matrix. So if symmetric matrix, the matrix will look like, if here it is alpha, then this place must be alpha. If here it is beta, then this place must be beta. And if here it is 1, then this place must be 1. So to fill this type of matrix where column sum is 0, where column sum is 0, all column sum must be 0. That means all the column elements must be a combination of 1 alpha beta, 1 alpha beta, 1 alpha beta, and it is a symmetric matrix, so choices are less. Then we can have only 3 factorial ways. That means we can fill only first row in our choice or first column in our choice, and other place have to be filled accordingly because it must be a symmetric matrix. इसको symmetric matrix होना ही पड़ेगा. So हम फर्स्ट रो और फर्स्ट कॉलम को अपने चॉइस से फिल कर सकते हैं, देन बाकी अपने आप फिल हो जाएगा. सो देयर आर 3 factorial ways, that means 6. For Q we have only 6 possibilities. Thanks for watching the video. Wait for the next video. Till then, stay tuned. I hope you have liked the video. If so, then please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to comment below if you have any doubt or you want any particular type of solution or you have any suggestions whatsoever. Please comment kijiye and check the description box. There a link is given where you can find the whole playlist of JEE Advanced 2024 Paper 1 solution. Thanks again. Have a great day ahead.